Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and as your wise man, I'm here to bestow upon you the wisdom that you're listening to casual yelling with some jerk named Matt who likes to yell casual.
Hey, welcome to Casual Yelling, the casual conversation podcast with yelling sometimes. I'm Matt Elfring, and here is my favorite person to podcast with ever, Chris Hayner. Hi, Chris.
That's my casual yell.
It's also your catchphrase.
Yeah. Like you, Matt, you wouldn't believe how many t-shirts I've moved in the last year. They're just a picture of me and it just says A-H-H-H-H-H-H-H underneath it.
But it's all lowercase.
All lowercase, and it ends with an ellipses. And it's in quotes, you know?
Yeah.
Just so they know that it's me saying it.
Yeah. And there's two arrows pointing to the picture of you.
Yeah.
It's this guy saying it.
Well, but the arrows are on signs that I'm holding up. Like just holding up signs of myself. Anyway, thank you for having me. It's great to be here.
Hey,
is this on video?
I think I'm doing video with this.
Okay, well then I want to explain for the Matt Legion why you have a beautiful, pristine, clear background and mine is blurry.
Okay. It's because you live in a world where everything behind you is blurry.
Yeah, like I refuse to go to the eye doctor, so this is what everything looks like to me. Mm-hmm. No, I'm in the midst of redoing my office, but if you look above me, this right here, you can't see it fully. You see what I'm pointing at, Matt?
Looks like there's a frame of something.
Yeah, that is my autographed picture of one Taylor Allison Swift. We can move on.
Okay. All right, we're not gonna harbor on that one.
I just want the people to know that I have it.
Okay.
And she signed it with a heart. Matt, is that the trumpet sound, but you doing the trumpet sound?
No, it's just the soundboard. The soundboard's back, baby.
It sounds like you going, wah, 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 wah. I thought maybe you were afraid of getting copyright struck, so you went and re-recorded all your sound effects.
No, this came on the soundboard.
Love it.
Okay. My favorite, we haven't talked about the soundboard in a long time on the show. My favorite's the drive time radio one that came like as a default.
What? I can't hear any of this.
Well, you can't hear that?
No.
How come you could hear this?
It almost sounds like I'm picking it up through your microphone.
Oh.
And not through the audio.
Okay.
So like the horn is a very like wah, 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 wah. It's very simple. I'm assuming the drive time radio is like Z98 born in Zoo.
It is so rock and roll. It's just, hey guys, we're here listening to Foghat's Slow Ride on repeat for 72 hours.
That sounds fun. Like that sounds like a Guinness World Records situation.
Hey, Chris, the reason I asked you to come on is because we were discussing in a text message when WWE 2K26 came out about Ringside Pass.
Wow.
And me being angry about it initially. And I wanted to talk to you about Ringside Pass in WWE 2K26 and just overall monetization in the game and how it has evolved over the years. And changed over the years.
Boy, has it.
Yeah, right? You remember, let's I'm going to set the world up.
Ooh, okay. I like this.
When we were kids, you would go and you would buy a video game.
No.
You would rent a video game. No, let's say you bought one. Let's say you bought one.
Well, I never bought one. Like if I was good and like a birthday / Christmas situation was happening, bro. I remember the time I came home from school and my mother had just nonchalantly dropped a brand new sealed copy of Super Mario Brothers 3 on my bed.
Ooh. And
I saw it and I was like, oh my God. She's like, all right, now we have to go to your grandma's. Leave it there. Let's go.
So I'm going to set a scenario for you, a real life scenario that happened for me when I was in Boy Scouts. And I have to see when the game came out. Hold on.
Which year of Scouts?
But it was Cub Scouts. We were in Cub Scouts.
Okay.
So this is 1989. That's where we're at.
Okay.
We are in, we went to the Konami distribution hub in Illinois. Yeah, weird. It was part of like a trip for Cub Scouts.
Man, my Cub Scouts was like, I got to like help direct cars in a parking lot to earn a badge.
Yeah, but this was like the only one I remember.
You got to go to the place that made video games?
They didn't make them. They just distributed them.
Oh, I'm sorry. You just got to go to the video game warehouse.
Yeah.
I got to go to the recycling plant and see where they take the aluminum cans when people don't want them anymore.
So we did a tour. And this is my uncle situation. It was one of the Cub Scouts uncles that worked at there. Ooh. So this is a real uncle situation, not my uncle works in Nintendo. That kid's a liar.
This kid's uncle worked at Konami, and the proof was in the pudding because you were at Konami.
Yes. And we got discounted. We got to pick one discounted NES game, 1989, for $35.
What kid is walking around with $35 in 1989?
You had to ask the parents. So for $35, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Are you thinking, Matt, the arcade game? No. Top down, baby. And we're talking about $35 in 1989. Yeah. If we adjust for inflation, and this is a discounted game, adjust for inflation, $92 today in today's money. But if you're talking about the retail price, I'm just going to type it in here because retail back then was, from what I remember, for most games, unless it was like Toys R Us jacked up the prices. I remember that they were pretty bad about that because they charge like $70 an NES game that's new.
Oh, see, in my mind, my Toys R Us, I have like in my mind as I'm walking in my mind palace, I'm walking down the aisle with all the paper slips.
Yeah,
and so many, and almost all of them say $49.99 in my mind.
Yeah,
and I don't know why.
Super Nintendo, it happened a lot. I remember with like $80. Sega Genesis happened.
Oh God, yeah. Once it got past Nintendo, because I also remember once the PlayStation moved in, and there was the kiosk that had like the X Games demo or whatever, and I was like, oh my God, I'll never be able to afford to have one of these in my house.
No, and an NES game which would be $50 back then, $49.99. Yeah, again, I'm talking to 89 prices. You adjust for inflation. It's $131. It is that's why you only get 1 or 2 games a year. You get it on your birthday or Christmas. And I'm just setting that stage of games were very, very expensive compared to what you made back then.
Well,
compared to how much they are now. A base game.
Right. Look at a perfect example of this that I think is like I would hope that a lot of people would like our age would remember. Look at is it the Wizard, the Fred Savage movie?
Yeah, the Mario Brothers 3 marketing campaign.
Yes. Remember the cool villain badass kid who has everything. He has literally a case that holds maybe 8 to 10 NES tapes. That's his collection. 10 games.
And people were wowed by it.
I was wowed by it. And guess what? And based on the movie, I got a Power Glove, and it was so bad, but not in a cool way.
No, Power Glove was terrible.
Like back then, like I remember like late in the NES life cycle when they started just knocking out games. And I was like thrilled that like, oh my God, I have the Three Stooges NES game.
Oh, it's amazing. And those licensed games were cheap as like $10 to $15 new. None of them were good
because you could afford them.
Yeah. They were all terrible. Like I had Wolverine by LJN, terrible platformer. I think I got it for $20.
Anything by LJN in that era is pretty awful.
But I kind of love LJN because of how insane the games are.
Anyway, you are setting the stage. Basically, like $50 games were like so far out of reach that we didn't have many, and then they kept going up in price.
Well, they didn't even go. If you think about it, like we get to Super Nintendo era, we're at $70 to $80 on initial release. But again, you're living in a situation where there's like 5 to 10 places to buy games. It's like Sears, Toys R Us, KB Toys. Funkoland was kind of a thing. You could buy secondhand Blockbuster or rental stuff that's already been used. It was video stores or something connected to a mall at some point. Montgomery Ward, Venture, like it was, the big anchor stores. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were not a lot of places you could buy games. So
was Electronics Boutique around at that point?
I think that was new.
Or yeah, and then it became EB Games, and then it became a GameSpot.
GameStop. Yeah, the place we worked, GameSpot.
Yeah. You did manage your very own store.
I did. And that was in Mexico, I believe, where I saw that in a mall in
No, Matt, we saw it at a mall in freaking New York during Mania week too. We saw another one.
How many Matt E's are managing GameStops?
Too many.
Anyways, so like the MSRP, the suggested retail price, yes, that existed, but like these stores didn't care because there was such like a limited place they could sell it.
Because I remember when the video game section at it always comes back to Toys R Us because I spent so much time there. When it went from like a section of an aisle to both sides of an entire aisle, and it was just artwork, paper slip everywhere with kiosks here and there.
And then you had to bring the paper slips to the cage.
You had to bring the paper slip up to the cashier, pay for it, and then go to the cage where you would also take paper slip. Like, man, the cage, it was this magical place where you would go if you bought a video game or like a bike or a toy that was just huge. Any kid, if you were at the checkout line, any kid you saw walking toward the cage was about to have the greatest day of their life.
I need to explain the cage to anybody younger. It is a prison cell for an employee. It just has
ours was like a small room that just had a big like window that you would talk to them through. Yeah. And then they'd have to walk if it was bigger than something they could just slide underneath. They'd have to walk it out. You'd see this kid be presented something gargantuan.
Just a Huffy bike.
Oh, I got a Huffy bike there one time. I got to be the kid at the cage one time. It was great.
I had a friend in high school who was a kid at the cage. Like he worked at the cage. Let me tell you about all the free PlayStation games I got. I'd give him $20 and he'd bring me like 20 games.
That's awesome.
He was fired.
That's okay. So, they went out of business. He didn't have a future there.
Yeah, it did eventually go out of business, but all Toys R Us did because of bad financial planning and venture capitalism.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
not his fault. He did. I would argue that he's kind of a hero.
I would say he's a hero as well. So we've set the stage of how we grew up with video games. And that's how we grew up. You pay for a full game. It's very expensive, nearly unpurchasable, nearly unaffordable for middle-class families. But you got a full game and there was glitches and exploits you could do, but whatever. And now we have WWE 2K26, which is like, I think they $70'd it, right? Where it's 70 now?
Yeah, it's the base edition is $70.
And there's like $150 edition where you get like 2 extra things, and then the premium season pass, ringside pass.
Okay, so there's the base edition, there's the Triple H King of Kings edition, there's the Attitude Era edition, and then there's the Monday Night War edition. And then I'm assuming at some point they're going to release like an AJ Styles super duper retirement special edition that'll include his last attire and his John Cena shorts attire. Like,
even though he didn't retire.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right, there's 40 editions of this game. Remember when special edition meant like you bought the game and it came with a collectible? You'd buy like a Zelda game and it came with the Hyrule sword.
$150 for a video game, it better come with a damned action figure. I'm telling you right now. I swear anytime. And like I'm knee deep in this right now because Matt, you know, I'm a dork for Fallout nonsense.
Yeah.
There is a Fallout New Vegas 10th or 20th or whatever anniversary edition coming out this year that comes with a physical statue of a Protectron robot. And I'm like, I want that. If I can put like an iPad in it and make that the screen, and now I've got my own little Protectron hanging out with me on my desk, that's cool. But like, yeah, WWE, when their special edition game, it's like $150, and you also get to use Eric Bischoff.
The earlier 2K ones, like I remember getting a piece of a ring mat. I think there was an action figure in one of the specialer editions.
There was over the years they've done a couple of different things. There was the ring mat edition. There was one that came with like an exclusive Ric Flair Funko Pop. There was one that came with an exclusive John Cena action figure where he was wearing like some
pants.
No, it's literally like, so I hate that I know all this. If I'm remembering correctly, it was literally just a dupe of another John Cena figure that they painted a different t-shirt on. But if you're a WWE action figure completist, and there is a shocking number of those in the world, it made sense. Like, and those things are cool. And especially God, now that they're including action, like Mattel action figures in the game, I'm dying for a super, like, I don't care if you have to charge me like $400 for it. I want a version of the game that comes with like an incredible Mattel add-on, like physical add-on. That's all.
Sent to your house. But everything's digital now.
But that's the thing. I don't think everything is digital now. I think we're slowly I think, and it's only because of Gen Z and beyond, and I thank them for it. I think we're starting to return to an era of physical media, and finally I feel seen again.
As I sit in front of like all of my records and my thousands of DVDs and Blu-rays in the other room, which my wife didn't understand.
So like right behind me here on the floor is 5 giant tubs full of my physical media, like my DVDs and Blu-rays, because I'm moving them out of my office and we're going to have them up downstairs so that Nikki can watch them too. Yeah. Which I guess makes sense. I was like, I thought you didn't want these down here. And they were like, how am I supposed to watch these movies if they're in your office? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't think about that.
I was being selfish. I have had so much trouble finding things to watch, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could just, I want to watch wrestling. Oh, that's right. I have 10 Dragon Gate DVDs I could watch, or Ring of Honor. God, this is the most Wrestle Buddies thing we've done in a long time.
This is what happens when you put us in a room together.
Yeah, we are off topic. Hey, Ringside Pass. People are angry about it. People are angry about monetization. You and I discussed because I was very mad about Ringside Pass when I first realized what it was. And then seeing tier skips, and then I played Showcase and My Rise, and at that point I was out of the 40 tiers, I was at 30.
Okay.
So I wasn't at that point angry. There's minor things within that to be angry about, but the overall like play the game to unlock things, which is foreign to me because I don't play Fortnite or anything like that. It's a foreign concept to me, but I guess I was fine with the concept of it as a whole.
Okay.
But you're a Ringside Pass guy, or not Ringside Pass guy. You're a Season Pass guy.
Yeah. So I am Matt. I like to consider myself to a lot of my friends a youth correspondent because I'm out there in the culture. I love Fortnite. I play Fortnite almost every day. I have my crew, my in their 40s and 50s squad. We met up for dinner this past weekend in Orlando. We were talking about the people I was talking about earlier that I met up with in Orlando. They're literally my Fortnite squad. Me and my partner and a married couple from Philly that we're friends with. We went and we had dinner. I'm a big fan of the way, like I'm historically a big fan of Fortnite's Battle Pass. They're doing some things right now that I'm a little annoyed by as they're tinkering with things, figuring out how they can try to squeeze more money out of it all.
Yeah.
But like historically, I'm a big fan of I buy a season pass and then I grind my way through it, questing, etc., unlocking cool stuff in that pass. With that in mind, when I first read about Ringside Pass, I was like, I love this, but I have questions. The news came out. I believe I was at the time I was a senior editor at Polygon. This was just a couple of months ago. I believe I was the only person, I believe I was the only press that did an interview of specifically getting through the nitty gritty of Ringside Pass with the devs. And I walked away, and this is before I played it. I walked away thinking like, okay, this has the potential to be a very good 1.0.
Yeah.
Which is basically how anything works in these wrestling games. Like 1.0, you hope that 1.0 is good and you wait for 2.0. I will say in recent years, I thought 1.0 of the island was very bad.
Yes, so do I.
I thought the first few versions of my faction were very bad. I think my faction has improved to the point now where it's like I get what it is and I understand who it's for. But I think it took them some time to get there.
Yeah.
I think Ringside Pass out of the gate is a better 1.0 than either of those were. I do, however, think it has some major issues that need to be dealt with. And they're issues, honestly, they're issues that I am finding the more that I play. As for like, I reviewed the game for GameSpot. So if you want to see my thoughts on the game as a whole, you can check over there. The deeper and deeper I get into it, at this point, I think I'm between PS5 and PC. I think I'm probably around 40 to 50 hours.
I think that's about where I'm at.
I had like my stance on it is nowhere. My stance on Ringside Pass my stance on the game as a whole is this game rocks. This is the best a WWE game has been since 2K19, maybe better than that for me specifically and the way I play these games. But yeah, I think there's some talking points about Ringside Pass that probably deserve a little bit of casual yelling, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, and I think this is something you and I briefly touched on in text. The amount of ridiculous modes. It's not a very narrowed game. Like there's too much going on, more so than like I play EA college football. And it's like, that has 3 modes, essentially. You know, there's my faction, showcase mode, or not showcase, like a dynasty mode, and then play football.
Yeah.
WWE 2K26 is like play match, showcase mode, story mode.
Trading card game.
Which trading card games in Madden. That's in Madden too.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it feels like it's become sort of the way of 2K sports gaming as a whole.
Yeah.
Instead of being a game, you're 20 games, so you can appeal to every potential type of player. But in doing so, none of them are being fully served.
No, I mean, like the island got a good service this year, like got a good update this year. But then there's also like the whole create and everything.
I still think the island is bad. Like I have so many issues with the island. Like, first of all, that I can't just import one character that I create into every fucking. I'm sorry, can I curse here?
Yeah, whatever.
I'll try to curse less. That I can't into every mode of the game is stupid. Like that's bad. That is bad. That is badly flawed design because you're using the same character creator to create them all.
And why can't I have
the same way?
Why can't I have my character, the Matrix in parentheses, please don't sue me. Yes. Why can't I have that character just ported over? Why can't I port her that I made in the island into my creator wrestlers? Why can't I take one of my favorite creator wrestlers I made this year, Magic Mark, and put him in the island?
I mean, but then like I was speaking with you and a buddy last night over text. What's more is like MyRise, you can export your wrestlers from MyRise whenever you want, but it broke my game when I did it yesterday. I exported my character at Matt. You know, I make the same character every year.
Eric Roberts,
1999. Eric Roberts. He's the king of extreme. And this year I decided to make him in MyRise and use him as the archetype in MyRise. And I exported him because I wanted to put him in my universe with King Boy Chris Hayner, who is I replaced the Raw title with the Crown Jewel Championship because I want a bigger belt.
Yes.
So I put him in and I decided to put my MyRise guy in a match and coming to the ring, weighing in at 1 pound. Literally, the announcer said weighing in at 1 pound. He had no music, no video, no moves. He walked to the ring. He didn't like pose or anything. It deleted all of his stats in the back end. It erased his entrance. It just like defaulted everything on him for no reason whatsoever. And then you'd go in like, okay, well, let me go in and fix it. You go in like, it says the entrance is still here. Well, it says the stats are still here. Well, it says his moves are still here. The fuck? What's going on? That's what I'm dealing with.
I mean, yeah, but we're dealing with like video games are so complex that we have like the first month patches but that's also the issue I have with yearly release games is they never have enough time to like properly play test. We're the play testers.
That 100%. I think that I think sports that like whoever started doing the first like annual sports title is a sick genius.
Dude, that's been around since was there
one that predated? Was there an annual that predated Madden?
NHL. Maybe NHL predates Madden.
Okay. Well, like whoever like that, like it was a pox on this freaking industry.
Yeah.
Because that's what you end up with. You end up with just a half completed game every year that then gets, especially now that they know that they can patch it out after release. Like that's what you get. I would
argue to say that it's not a sports game thing, but like Pac-Man did that same thing. Regular Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man Jr. It's all the same game.
Yeah.
Super Pac-Man.
I'm yes to a degree. Okay. I mean, one has a bow tie.
One has a bow tie.
But no, you're not. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but even those, like, there is a degree of that where it has to stop at some point. Like WWE has had at least one, if not multiple, new games every year since 1996.
God, at least then.
That's 30 years, man.
But again, we could go back to the LJN era where LJN, I believe it was LJN, had the license and was putting out, Raw, like
WrestleMania. Wasn't the original WrestleMania an LJN game?
I think LJN had the license up until like Aki took over.
I'm gonna do something right now.
But those Raw games were like those were they were just like, here's a new wrestler, here's this different skin for a background, but they were identical games.
All right, so it looks like
Royal Rumble, Raw, WrestleMania, right?
There has been a new WWE licensed game every year since 1987.
Since I was 5.
Except the year 1997, the Montreal Screwjob for some reason.
The year we won a game.
The year we would want a game. I have things I need to have some aggressions I need to get out here, y'all. But no, like literally, I'm looking at primary WWE video games. WWE's first video game was on the Commodore 64, and it was WWF Micro League Wrestling.
Yes.
And then the next one, 1989 was WrestleMania. It was that was WWF WrestleMania, and then it was just on from there. It hasn't freaking stopped. And like when you look at 2K14 was the first game that was fully their release, and it's
because that's when it was Ukes and visual concepts.
I don't need some. Just give me WWE 2K, and then give me once or twice annual roster updates. Give me new match type out. Look, we haven't even gotten into the nitty gritty of the Ringside Pass stuff yet, but I'm saying turn WWE fully into Fortnite.
That's not a bad take. I don't think this is like a Ringside Pass episode anymore. This is just a review of WWE. But I mean
we can talk about Ringside because there are major gripes and major missteps that 2K took with Ringside Pass that like I don't know how they fix them this year because the game, like obviously there's so much sold product already involved.
I'll briefly touch on the tier skips. Because that's a big thing people are upset about. Like you could skip all the tiers
as they should be.
They should. You could skip through all the tiers and you have to pay. I didn't look into it, but you'd have to pay a lot of money. Let's call it a lot of money.
I will say this. I was like, I wonder what happened if I just skipped like 4 tiers, and it was like $8.
Yeah.
Like And what would I get for that? A ringside XP boost.
I mean, you get
La Flama,
characters.
Yeah.
You get characters that were for the free tier in previous games that are now behind, a playthrough lock. Again, I haven't said this yet. I don't mind having to grind to unlock characters. I mean, there was like the supercharger because you used to have to pay for certain characters.
Yes.
That idea still exists, except you just have to play the game a bunch. You get to unlock different things. I have a huge problem with tier skips because that just feels like a blatant, like, give us your money. But that's in every game. That's in every game with the pass or seasonal pass.
But it's also not, Matt.
It isn't?
Because I'll tell you the distinct difference. You can buy level skips in Fortnite. You can buy them with the currency you're earning in the pass.
Okay, that's the thing. Yeah, because I was playing Fall Guys, and yes, you can buy skips with that. I hate the idea of buying with money.
Not only that, Matt, I'll take it one step further. Every Fortnite, Fortnite just this past week rejiggered how it is doing V-Bucks in passes and in crew and everything. So I don't know if it is still an exact 1-to-1, but I believe it is. And each Fortnite battle pass unlocks enough in-game virtual currency, V-Bucks, to buy the next battle pass.
Okay.
So if I don't spend the V-Bucks I earn in my battle pass, at the end of this battle pass, I'll have enough to buy the next battle pass. That does not happen with Ringside Pass. That was my biggest question. Like that, I actually had to clarify. I had to work with 2K to clarify this quite a bit because I wanted to make sure that I can't use VC1 in the Ringside Pass people can't use VC in the Ringside Pass to purchase the next Ringside Pass.
No. And that's it's kind of like the card opening pack in my faction where I'm okay with that system. I don't like it, but where you can spend money to get credits or whatever, or you can just grind and make that virtual currency kind of come in through grinding.
Then use that virtual currency to buy stuff in my faction if you so choose. Or you could use that virtual currency to buy stuff in the island if you so choose. Why can't you use that virtual currency to buy stuff in Ringside Pass if you so choose?
Exactly.
Go ahead. I was going to say, getting really worked up now.
I know. But as a person like yourself who played the game, played it early, disclosure, I was given a free code. Like I'm just going to, got to disclose that. I disclosed it in every podcast. Like I was given a free code. Now let's talk about it.
I will say I was also given a free code for review. And again, you can go read that if you so choose.
You can listen to my old podcast episodes where I review everything individually, unfortunately.
You should.
Yeah, because it's 20 different games. That's why. I hate the idea of the level skips. But back in my day, as you as well, Chris, if you want to unlock something special, you got to grind to get it. That's just how it is. I don't like the idea that you're grinding to get stuff that was already in previous games.
That's not great.
No, it's not a great look. I'm perfectly fine with Ringside Pass Premium being all new content and you have to grind for it. However, you have to pay extra for it. It's kind of this weird where it's like, I want those 4 characters, cool, but you are getting something extra and I get mad you have to unlock them. But again, you're getting a bunch of extra stuff, so I'm okay with the grinding.
So I think that one of the biggest issues one of the issues, I guess, that 2K has here or had here was a messaging problem. They didn't differentiate enough the fact that these are not downloadable packs. This isn't DLC. DLC is gone. DLC doesn't exist anymore. We have seasons now. You're not buying DLC, you're buying a season. This, no matter how good Ringside Pass is going to be, it was going to be negatively reviewed the first time out because people are used to one thing and they're getting something else, and something else they have to work a little bit harder for. I fully expected that. The messaging was a huge problem. The other huge problem is it is one of the most improperly balanced things I've ever experienced in a video game. You said you played through Showcase and one other thing.
My Rise, I've played a bit through my faction. My son and I have played a million matches together. Guess what? You don't get XP for that.
Nope. No, you don't. It's another reason I really enjoy Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
It clearly lays out everything that is XPable. Yes, you get XP for matches, you get XP for kills, you get XP for winning, you get XP for surviving. There's also just a rotating selection of quests that you could do to earn more XP. Why don't I have a quest of like, why can't I earn extra XP for beating the Undertaker in a WrestleMania arena?
Like how they do in my faction. You get XP for daily quests or long-term quests. That should be implemented. That
should absolutely be a part of this. And the fact that like you and I play very differently. I primarily play Universe. I play my GM, and then I dink around in creation a bunch. And I almost never just hit play. I hate, I'm sorry. I know I'm wrong. I know everybody disagrees with me. I hate Showcase every year. Every year I tell myself this is going to be the year I like it. And every year, no, this year is the furthest I've gone, but it's only because I wanted the raw Netflix premiere arena. And once I unlocked that, I stopped playing it.
As I have stated in my review episode of Showcase, this is the worst Showcase mode in years. And it's because CM Punk does not want to be there.
I think it's better than I find it more interesting and better done than the Rey Mysterio one. I thought the Rey Mysterio one was
the Rey Mysterio one was the first one, and I think it was a great concept at the time, but looking back, I hated it.
I don't like Cody's. Like I thought, like honestly, I think John Cena's is the only one that they've actually done it right and well.
Cena's is the best one.
It had a theme, like it had a purpose. Like it had a mission statement. You played as all the people who beat him.
But like what last year's was like the WrestleMania one, wasn't it? Or was that 2 years ago?
I thought last year's was Cody.
Was there a Cody? I don't think there was a Cody.
Let me look.
No, last year was Cody. See, this is the problem is trying to just remember off the top of my head. But yeah, Showcase mode, I powered through and hated it. My Rise was a much shorter thing this year, but you have to play it through four times.
Last year's Showcase was the Bloodline history.
Oh, that was the best one by far.
That one was
by far.
Sure, but guess what? I wouldn't know that because I didn't play it because I don't care about Showcase. There weren't things in the past. There weren't like rewards in the Showcase. They're like, well, I gotta play through it for that, especially since I play it on PS5, Switch 2, and PC. So now I have to do it 3 times.
And I play. I'm PC and PS5, so it's like I don't want to play through it 4 times. Like my Rise, in total, I'd have to play 8 times to unlock everything.
And no, that's why this year on my PC, Matt, we'll talk. This might even be a good episode for you. I'm modding my PC installation like crazy.
I did that last year.
I did that a bit last year, but I was still too beholden to like not screwing up last year's game. I'm maining on PS5 this year. So like I am down. I'm going to turn 2K26 PC into like a deathmatch simulator game. Like, let's go.
Those ragdoll physics I love so much of jumping off the cage and accidentally falling off. Oh God.
Also, thumbtacks are so satisfying.
Yeah.
The sound they make when they hit the mat. And then when you drop someone on them and you see them like roll off and
then their back hurts.
I friggin' curb stomped a dude into the thumbtacks in a match yesterday, and I felt so good. I curb stomped myself. I was playing against Chris Hayner.
With all of the changes to the game that like I get mad about, not mad, frustrated with, I'd say, and a lot of it was ringside pass and how things are unlocked and the skip thing I hate. The gameplay for the game is a lot better. And there is not focus on that. Fun. You can't spam reversals. Like you get tired out from reversing things and then you get put in timeout.
Yeah, I will say they need to the purple endurance line system thing needs a little bit of tweaking.
It's brand new for this year, but like
but like it's also like I was like it's making me have to pay attention to how I to how I fight.
Dude, just taunt. All you do, throw them out of the ring, crowd taunt, opponent taunt, and it fills up your meter.
You get your 2 little bars filled up. Yeah. But like, I like that, like, I'm having to pay more attention to like things about my wrestler as matches are going on.
Creator Wrestle was a little bit better this year with like body modding, a little bit better, but it's been stale for years.
A little bit better. Also, advanced create an entrance for tags and stables is really dope.
Yes.
Now, if only they could fix the championship entrance, you could do it for your champions entrance too.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like GM modes a little bit better this year too, or a little bit more tweaks.
They added a lot more multi-person stuff and a lot more like gimmicky things.
I keep forgetting you could do 8-man matches so I can actually utilize my roster.
Also, thank God they upped the salary cap on GM mode. Yeah. That's great. I appreciate that. There was one thing I think is bad. Well, I mean, look, dumpster match is reskinned, casket match, whatever,
or ambulance match. They're all the same thing.
Yeah. 3 Stages of Hell is bad.
I haven't tried that one yet. I've done Inferno match a few times, which I don't care for.
I Quit's fun.
I watched my son do an I Quit match, and I'm like, oh, I like that little game mechanic, and then it was over.
Yeah. 3 Stages of Hell is bad because your health and your body damage just resets in between each match.
Oh no, I don't like that. No, patch that, please.
Like, what's the point of this? This is literally just 3 matches in a row with no entrances.
Because when you're doing like Iron Man matches, if you get pinned, your body health, even though you've been pinned, goes up like a little bit.
Like, no, this is a full, like, I was doing a 3 Stages of Hell match, and like, I jacked up the difficulty and the AI because I wanted to like really put it through the paces, and like me and the AI beat the snot out of each other for the first match, and we were both full red, and I managed to get the pin. Second match, we're just default again. I'm like, well, this isn't fun. Also, we were both bleeding and bruised and everything, and there was weapons and plunder everywhere. All of it's gone. All of your bruising is gone. I'm like, this feels like something they could easily fix with a patch, but like, what the hell?
It's best 2 out of 3 falls match, or it's just 3 matches with the same character. That's all it is.
Best 2 out of 3 falls, because like in a best 2 out of 3 falls match, you would still have like 2 out of 3 falls matches happen in the game,
and you still have damage again.
You keep your damage because they just count 3 different falls. I don't know.
Again, that's why I haven't played 3 Stages of Hell, because I know. I'm going to do 3 matches, or I'm going to do best 2 out of 3, or my son and I do Iron Man constantly, mainly so we can do Hell in a Cell, throw people off. And now that there's ragdoll physics, all I do is take screenshot videos of us like throwing each other off and going through tables, or me trying to do an elbow drop from the top row. Or if you're running on top of the cage and the person's down on the ground, obviously like you just try to do an elbow drop onto the Hell in a Cell, but sometimes you can make it where like you'll flip over the cage and just land on your head.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
If you try hard enough and you're playing with someone who's trying hard enough, you can end up in the audience.
Oh.
In the places where you're not supposed to be in the audience.
Oh, that's my next thing.
Matt, when you're on top of the cell,
run towards the hard cam, right?
Towards the hard cam. Have like the way I saw it done, you had someone standing on the edge, you had someone running at them. He hit a sling blade off of it, and one of them wound up in the audience walking around.
Keep
Delightful.
that in. Keep that in. Keep in the exploit where you can beat up Eric Bischoff in 3 seconds to spam XP. Keep in that stuff.
Keep it in, but also keep doing press releases where you openly talk about it, because that's hilarious.
Yes.
Like, that's the thing I will say. At the very least, it seems like they're trying to have a sense of humor at everybody being mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad at it. Like, look, it's not the best. It's not the worst. It could be better. It hopefully will be better in time. I would love to see patches that just address XP granting, because also you're just not getting enough XP. Because like Matt, you mentioned like, well, look, I played Showcase in My Rise and I got through 30 of the 40 things. I'm gonna unlock a bunch of stuff. Cool. That's one of 6 seasons of content that are coming.
I know.
What are you gonna do
what
for
am
the
I
other
going to do?
5?
What am I going to do when seasons 2 through 6 come out? And I'm like, well, I
Are you
guess I'll
just
go
gonna
back to
play
my faction.
Showcase over and over again.
And I'm also not getting XP from just doing GM mode and simulating. I believe I don't get XP, and I don't want to play all those matches. I just want to simulate and like, I want to be the booker. I don't want to be the player in that
I
scenario.
Be the booker man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gotta believe there's gonna be some sort of XP fix because like it's just too difficult. But then you run into the people who paid human money to unlock the Iguana Man wrestler to like skip levels, paid human money instead of virtual money. I don't know, man.
I think that's the generation of, I'm making a broad assumption, a very broad assumption, but that's the generation of like us compared to that type of gaming. We're like, I have the patience to grind. And I feel like there's generation, again, broad assumption, that doesn't have that patience. They want the instant gratification.
The older generation?
Yeah. And younger generation. And I understand.
I do not agree with that.
You don't.
The younger generation are the people that are powering the grinding in video games as it is now.
So like, you think it's people that are our age that are?
Yes, absolutely. Because
really?
it's different. It's new. It's outside of the norm. Suddenly you're asking me to do work and pay for a thing that historically I only paid for.
Okay.
Like look at a game like Roblox or a game like Fortnite. Like these are games where like the whole point is the grind.
Yeah, my son just gets Robux and just his friends too. His friends, they just get Robux and then they don't grind anything. That's why I assumed it's the younger generation that just wants to pay for things. I see too many young people grinding in Fortnite. Like, but also I don't know. Like, who knows? I could be wrong, and I'm fine with that. That's why I said it's an assumption.
I could be wrong, and I'm fine with that if I am. But it's just bad, man.
It is. And it takes away from the fact that like there are good improvements on the game.
Yeah, I'm having so much fun.
But again, I hate the idea.
My name is in it.
Our names are in it. Again, that's why it's kind of hard to come off as like objective.
Unbiased?
Yeah.
Why are you guys coming at my game?
Your names are in it.
I am Fortnite. Or wait, what are we talking about?
WWE 2K26.
I am WWE. I don't know.
That's why like if I have an opinion about the game, it's hard to come off as like completely objective because like our last names are in it. We got codes for free. That right there should like red flag people that like, oh, like they can't be completely like
objective. Yeah. And yet I will say, yes, I enjoy the game. However, yes, there are problems with it that need to be addressed. And there are also problems with it that definitely will be addressed, like if not in future patches, then in next year's game. There is no way they're going to just leave Ringside Pass as is for 2K27.
No,
it's just not going to happen. I hope they don't get rid of it because I'll be honest with you. One of the reasons I liked it initially is because it gives me if balanced properly, it gives me incentive to keep playing and keep trying new things because that's ultimately what these should be.
Yeah,
you should be having quests to do new things in the game to get you to do the new things in the game. You should get XP for playing 10 dumpster matches. You should get XP for going 2-0 in a 3 stages of hell match. Like there's just so many easy lift things that make sense that would feed every little facet of the game in a good way. And
you can also force people into different types of matches that not force them, but give them the option to force them. Give them the option to
give incentive.
Incentive is the much better word. Incentive to go into other types of games or matches in order to get that bonus XP. I think that's a good idea too. Like I wouldn't do gauntlet eliminator matches myself, but if there was extra XP for season pass, for Ringside Pass, I definitely would.
Yes, I have no interest in ever playing a dumpster match again.
I still haven't played it because I know it's a casket match.
Yeah, But if I got if they were like, here's 1,000 XP, I'd be like, let's go.
Exactly. So gameplay wise, love the game. Are there more issues with certain aspects of this game than previous incarnations? Like even through 2K20? Yes, there are huge issues with the game, but I believe they're patchable comparative to 2K20, which was a huge mess from the start. And yeah, they patched it, but it was still
broken.
It was broken. It was very broken.
It's still broken now. Like I still have it. It's still broken. Like they never fixed it. Like they made tweaks and fixes, but like at the end of the day, it's still a broken game. It was so broken that they canceled the next one. Like that's a very recent piece of 2K history. They canceled a game.
Yeah.
That's how bad things were. This is not that bad at all. And that people are treating it like it's that bad. I couldn't play 2K20 and it was a pandemic. I had so much more time to play video games and I couldn't.
That's the game I made. I made the least amount of creative wrestlers in that one.
I kept playing 2K19 until 2022.
Yes.
This is not that. I'm sorry, man.
No, you don't have to pay money. You don't have to pay money to play the game.
I'll also say this. I think keeping it as a season pass situation opens you up to being more reactive to the things that are going on. If we were still doing traditional DLC packs, we wouldn't be in June, we're supposed to be getting Matt Cardona and Danhausen. That wouldn't be happening with a DLC pack.
No.
Because they unless like last year they had to make some substitutions because everybody hates Travis Scott, I guess. But like those are usually set in stone ahead of time. I feel like they're getting the chance to be a bit more reactive with this because they didn't have to announce, well, our 4th battle pack is going to be this.
If you think about the DLC that's been announced, like, what is it? One celebrity Jelly Roll in the DLC. And I am 100%
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I want Jelly Roll in the game. Perfect.
Also, I'm going to look, Matt, this is going to be controversial. Are you ready for a hot take?
Yeah, let's give a hot take.
I love celebrities in the game. I think it's hilarious.
I like celebrities when they make sense.
Do you know how much I beat up MGK?
Yeah. Did he sell the power bomb though?
Not, I mean, eventually.
I enjoy celebrities when they make sense. When it was like last year with like all the NBA stars, not so much. I know they're sitting in the audience, but like they don't wrestle matches.
No, see, for me, that to me was less of a WWE thing and more of just a 2K thing. Like we have these models that we can easily throw into the game.
Yeah.
Boom. Done. We have the dribbling animations. Like that was such a low lift. That to me felt like, I mean, we could probably just make some very easy money here.
But there's other situations where like it's made complete sense. Where like Bad Bunny, bring back Bad Bunny in the game.
Oh, put Bad Bunny in.
I know
Bad Bunny and Jelly Roll. Nobody else. Logan Paul, maybe.
Well, he's already an established wrestler.
I know, but
I know. I feel the same way about him.
Bad Bunny and Jelly Roll, tag team champions. Let's go.
You know, bring back Terminator if you want to. That was funny.
I mean, yeah. That's the thing. Put more dumb. Like, if you're going to put real people in, also put dumb fake people in.
There is tons of, also just old school Bray Wyatt. Give me that.
Like Husky Harris?
No. After Husky Harris, I want to call him the Swamp Father, but the Swamp Father was definitely a thing in 2K20.
Like NXT Wyatt family Bray.
Yes. Yeah.
Is he not in there?
No. It goes to probably like right before the Fiend.
Oh, is
like
there not an old-timey Bray on the free track somewhere?
No. It you get the Fiend 2023 after he passed away with the new mask. You get the burnt Fiend, the regular Fiend, and then Bray Wyatt, which was when he was tag team champion.
Huh.
But like, you don't get like the old school, like I say old school. It's so weird.
Hawaiian shirt and fedora Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. That's what I want. Cape Fear. I want like Skinner Bray Wyatt.
Skinner Bray Wyatt is the jam.
I want Bo Dallas back in the game.
That would be wonderful. You should be able to make a Bo Dallas. Like that's the thing. When you have say if you have Uncle Howdy in the game should also include the parts to create Bo Dallas, Bo Lee, Bo Dallas.
Allow me with characters with masks that are fine having their models with masks off. Allow me to take Uncle Howdy and make him Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
Like Rey Mysterio, don't take off the mask. I don't want like the WCW Rey Mysterio.
I do. Give me filthy animals Rey Mysterio with the little horns glued onto his head. He's a little devil.
I know he's very against taking the mask off. You know, like
he should be. He looks like a baby. Also, respect for the mask and blah, 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 blah.
He's still the only guy that, like, from the WCW days, even prior, putting on consistently decent matches still at this point. Like, you're getting a little rough, but, like, consistently, like, pretty good.
He's also one of the ones where they were like, put the mask back on.
That was that weird era of, like...
Yeah, dude, it's so weird.
That was Russo.
I'm glad, though. God, can you imagine, like, first of all, that mask in his WWE run made Rey Mysterio one of the richest wrestlers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, good on him. So glad WCW didn't utterly ruin that for him.
I mean, they did take the masks off of everyone. Like, I look back on that phase of, like, the Russo
Super
WCW.
Crazy. Psychosis. Remember when Psychosis just looked like a dude?
Yeah.
Or Super Crazy was just like a guy. Looked like, oh, he looks like several people's uncles that I know.
Juventud. Like,
oh, Hoovy just looked like that guy. Like, yeah, that's about right. I don't want to hang out with that guy.
No, and it was it's such an insult to Lucha Libre too, that I'm just like, this all feels so wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's probably just where we'll end it. Talking about masks during a
in stores now.
In stores now. If you could just, if you want to play a wrestling game and you want to ignore Ringside Pass, and you just want to play a good wrestling game that has a large roster, it's very good. There's just too many modes. There is too much going on. Ringside Pass will make people mad if you just don't want to grind. I understand the complaints. I don't agree with them personally because I'm a grinder.
Just give me more XP for doing stuff. That's all.
Yes.
That's all.
Give me XP and GM mode for just like not being a bad GM.
Yeah. Quests. Give me missions.
Quests
Give
are the
me
way.
Stuff to do besides wrestle match. I'm already going to wrestle a match. It's a wrestling game.
I've beaten
tennis.
I've beaten MyRise. I've beaten Showcase. When season 2 comes around, I am screwed. It is going to take so long to unlock stuff.
Also, I don't like the changes made to MyRise. I don't like this. Well, go talk to Road Dogg for.
Oh my God. And social media is worthless. The social media aspect is completely worthless this time around.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
Why does it exist? Occasionally you reply to one, but it doesn't give you a side quest.
How is it that I am not through my first season in MyRise? My character's stats are maxed out. I'm 100.
Yeah.
That's the sort of imbalanced stuff I'm talking. Like, there's just so many little things. Like, I don't feel like I've earned my way back because you just had me wrestling R-Truth in 2 out of 3 Falls matches over and over again.
Also, that's something a point that I made in the review for Showcase mode, or MyRise was, I am tired of this storyline. Person gets kicked out of WWE, has to crawl their way back up. I hate it.
Yeah.
Like Mutiny, I had a lot of fun with.
Mutiny was great.
Yeah.
Mutiny, I think, is sort of the MyRise like high watermark.
I just hate the idea of like you start at the bottom and and come up to redemption, or you're a brand new wrestler starting out. Like it's the same story every single time.
I don't know how they would do it.
I don't know what.
I would love
whatever you're going to say.
A MyRise. What?
I said, I don't know how they're going to do it either. Whatever you say.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I would love a MyRise where, what if I just choose not to go to WWE? What if I choose to just grind it out on the indies for my career? Or what if you don't make it?
Yeah.
Or what if they're like, okay, you can come to WWE, but like you can't do weapons matches anymore. If you want to do weapons matches, you have to stay on the indies. Stuff like that, like
I feel like
at least let me pretend to have a choice.
I feel like they're trying to do the Matt Cardona story, but it's so quick and it's not impactful.
It also feels like weird, like Well, it depends on the Matt Cardona story. It depends on what you choose. I chose to go home and spend time with my family because I was like, maybe that will have impacts the story somehow, or my family will be involved. No, none of it matters. This is once in a while they'll be like, oh, what are you gonna do? Go home and be a dad again? I'm like, yeah.
It's important to me.
Like, I don't understand why that is the extent of me choosing why I left wrestling. Is so the rest will be like, oh, you're gonna go home. I mean, yeah.
Everybody's so mean. Why are you all so mean? I'm a family man. I'm a family
too.
woman.
Why are you so angry? Like, I understand. I beat up Rikishi in his house. I was a bad guy.
That was fantastic. The heel mode for like wrestlers is the best track to go. It is. Yeah,
I turned face halfway through, and I kind of want to go back and just do heel. Also, because they all have different unlockables, which is annoying as hell. Like, I got to play
through 4 times, men's and women's, because women has 3 wrestlers you can't get in the men's section, or 4.
That's awful.
Yes.
That's awful.
So you have to play 4 times.
But also the whole thing was like, yeah, but you can continue playing at the end. It's like, that's great. Can I unlock the things I didn't unlock elsewhere? No.
Yeah. No, you can.
Okay.
You just have to play the track of like the tracks you missed before. Or the routes you didn't take.
Can you go back and choose them, or do you have to start over?
You start from the beginning, but you choose heel or face like before.
I don't want to play a second time. I'm out. I'm saying their whole thing was like they added in this thing where you can go do like extra matches in between storyline points to like beef up your set. Yeah, you have to do it. And I, in my mind, I'm like, oh, because their whole selling point of My Rise this year is like the show never stops. It kind of keeps going even after the story's done. I'm assuming it's more shit like that. But the problem is, I don't want that unless I'm going to be playing these matches to unlock the things that I didn't get to unlock on my track before because they were on another track.
Well, the star system, like last year's, like the more stars you get in these matches, you unlock wrestlers, you unlock my faction cards, you unlock things.
Yes. No, I know. I'm saying if I played a babyface all the way through.
Yeah.
And then I get to the end, and at the end, like you can do the choice where you continue.
Yeah.
The story. I want to then unlock. I want my matches then to just count towards whatever I didn't unlock on like the heel track.
It should.
Yeah.
It should. I don't want to go through because you can't skip cutscenes, and I hate that.
I don't want to do these cutscenes ever again.
Let's leave it at that just because it's
wrestling.
We went an hour. This show's usually 30 minutes long.
I'm sorry. It started out so positive too.
I know. I like the game. I just have strong opinions about the things I don't like, and that the good outweighs the bad overall to me. But the bad is bad.
100%. The good outweighs the bad. The good outweighs the bad, and like absolutely. But you can't. But yeah, the bad cannot be ignored. It's there, and it's not great.
I would think it's fixable comparative to the bad from previous games. That's the difference.
Oh God, yeah. It's patchable. Like,
yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, promote things. If you have anything to promote, I don't know.
Haynerland.com is my horribly out of date Substack that I should probably update. Follow me at Chris Hayner on the things, except for Blue Sky, which is at Haynerland.com, because I will be going next month to Las Vegas for WrestleMania number whatever this is. So I will be doing some coverage of WrestleMania. If that's something you're interested in, if it's not, follow me anyways. You can see like I wear cool cardigans. You do. I ride my bike.
You do. You can see Chris's cardigan if you are a paid subscriber to my Patreon.
So Matt, this cardigan, this is actually a gift from Nikki.
Wait a minute, is that a Josie and the Pussycat shirt?
This is my du jour shirt. Yeah,
du jour means friendship. Du jour means family.
Yeah. So this is what you can't see. This is a duster cardigan. It goes down to the floor.
Nice.
And it's the softest thing I own. And it's just lovely.
I'm wearing I'm a militant weirdo jacket.
Yeah.
With a Hive shirt underneath.
Either I was in the army or I shop at the Goodwill.
No, I think this is Old Navy or Target. It's one of the two.
I pretended to be in the military, or I pretended to shop at Goodwill.
I pretended to show up at Army Surplus.
Yeah, baby.
Chris, thanks for. We got to do Wrestle Buddies more, even though we don't own the names to that anymore. We never did.
Does anybody?
No. Hey, GameSpot, how's Wrestle Buddies doing for you? Oh, bad with the 2 people that hosted it gone? Not existent?
Watch me. I'll figure this out.
We're going to get these rights back. Probably not.
We need the Buddiesies to come back. We
do. We need the awards. We were going to do the Buddies Easies last year as a joke. And I was just going to use Wrestle Buddies old theme music and say, screw it. Like, send me cease and desist. I don't care.
I can't believe it's still posted, to be honest with you. I'm looking at it right now and I'm shocked that it's still alive.
It's still alive because of the Nyla Rose Serpentico episode, which was the highlight.
No. I mean, I'm shocked it's still alive in that game. The fandom hasn't just deleted it. But I refuse to believe fandom has access to this feed.
God, do we?
I don't think anybody has access to it. It says literally at the bottom, copyright 2023 fandom.
So fandom changed the copyright on it and then laid me off.
And then just it went away. That's funny.
Chris, thanks for coming on. Let's do more of these.
Please.
Thanks for coming.
Love you.
Love
you, buddy.
I love you. That's how we end it.
If you're gonna yell, be passionate about it. Why does he yell casually? I don't understand the whole premise of this to begin with. Why am I being recorded for someone that yells casually?